This is a previous shape 318SE. Are people still attracted to these models now that there is a new 3 Series saloon out?
Yes, it appears that it's still selling very well. It may be that there is new models, and this car still has quite a high demand. It sells very well still.
What is it you think that attracts people to buy a 1.8, 1.9 litre engine that hasn't got any great performance at the end of the day, and inside some people will say it's not tremendously well equipped? Is it just that badge on the front that they want to see parked in their driveway at night?
Yes, I presume that a lot of them do buy it for the badge, but they still are a very well engineered car, very well made. They do last. You know, the build quality is superb of the BMW, and it remains that way, and I'm sure people will keep buying them for that one reason. I think it will hold up fairly well. Obviously, when a new model does come out, then it does affect residuals on the previous models. They start to become a little old hat, but as you said earlier, people will still keep buying them for the badge.
I guess like all of sort of premium cars, quality cars, you must have a proper, fully stamped up service history from a main dealer.
That's the main criteria when you're buying something like a BMW, to have a full service history for a vehicle, and when obviously you come to sell it again, you know, fully documented history is a must, really.
What sort of difference can that make to, you know, values down the road? Can it have a substantial difference in what you might be offered if you've got a main dealer service history against your local garages who've done it?
Oh yes, it is a substantial difference. You know, if you have a fully documented BMW service history, then it's something to tell a story about, and rather than the chap round the corner who does your servicing, you know, it is a much better documented history.
Now, there's no doubt that BMW build very, very good cars, but my main gripe with BMW, and particularly if you're looking for this style of 3 Series that's maybe 4 or 5 years older than this S-plated one, is that you'll find that car and you'll get inside it and you'll start looking around for things like electric windows, electric sunroof, even a radio stereo system, which didn't come as standard then, heaven forbid any air conditioning, and you won't find it because they were just very, very basic cars. Only when they started to run out of this particular model, this is the 318SE, did they start to put the sort of things that you would expect to find on a quality luxury car like BMW as standard. So you find a 5-year-old 318. It's got very little on it. It's got a 1.8 engine with 115 brake horsepower under the bonnet, which, let's face it, is a car that you can't really have a great deal of fun in. Now, BMW make great play of the fact that they produce cars with a great chassis, near perfect weight distribution, 50-50, rear-wheel drive, which is perhaps the main advantage that the 3 Series has over the Alfa 156, which is a front-wheel drive car. But whether those sort of things really matter at the end of the day when you're tootling around town and very occasionally getting the chance to have a bit of fun in, I'm not quite so sure. It is a very well engineered package though, there's no doubt about that. The steering is very precise, it offers a good deal of feedback to the driver, the gear change is nice and slick, and all round it's a comfortable car, a cruiser rather than a sporty car.